Police department.
This guy, we're gonna go.
Mother put his hands on my throat. Do you see the red mark?
No, I have a problem with that. Off the base and hitting the side of the head with it.
I just want to play your console. That's the one I used to take that mother head apart tonight.
こんにちは、ミスタージャッジです。彼の名前はクリストファー・スウェルウェル氏、37歳。彼はルームメイトのデイビッド・ハンター55歳とゲームを一緒に遊ぶ仲だった。しかしこの後、クリス氏はたった16ドルをめぐる口論から体中を40カ所以上刺され、二度とゲームをプレイすることができなくなる。事件が起こったのは2019年11月7日、アメリカ・アイオワ州エイムズ。クリストファー氏を襲ったデイビッド本人からの通報で事件は発覚する。それではアパートに突入した警察のボディカメラから現場を確認していこう。
Yeah, copy. We don't see him. We're gonna go in. We can get into the building. Hold up. Hold up. What apartment again? Hold up. Police department.
Yes, sir.
Are you the one?
Police department.
Cut.
What's going on? You're cut?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who else is here right now?
I'm in the bathroom in there.
Who is?
His name is Chris, as far as I know.
Okay. Ames 93.
He put his hands on me. It's just my best friend on the phone.
Where you just had someone answer the door here at the apartment.
I just needed a witness.
Okay. Do you have any knives on you right now?
No, sir.
All right.
No.
You make sure you're clear, okay?
Yes, sir. Please.
Who else is in the apartment with you besides Chris?
Besides the guy dying on the bathroom floor, no one.
Okay. All right.
There's this guy. We're gonna go.
We need to check the bathroom. We have somebody bleeding in the bathroom. Get him detained, please. All right, come on. Watch your step. Police department.
Which bathroom is he in?
He's right here. I got him on the floor. Police department. Chris? Chris, can you hear me?
落ち着いた様子のデイビッドとは裏腹に、そこには目を背けたくなる光景が広がっていた。バスルームには血まみれの状態で体中に刺し傷のあるクリス氏が倒れていたのだ。しかしわずかに体が動いていたため、警官たちは懸命の救護活動を開始する。
Chris. Oh my God. Chris, stay still for me. Yep, I'm with him. Chris, I need you to stay still for me. Chris, can you tell me your name? Can you talk to me at all, Chris? It's all facial. Can't. Facial and head, yeah. Don't move.
What's all that blood back there?
I don't know what it's from.
There's got a guy plastered from the top of his head. You have like everybody here. What do you want? There's a guy in scalp. He's a scalp mask on.
Okay. You just have the one there.
Yep. I'm here, dude.
What's your name?
警官たちの努力も虚しく、クリス氏はこの後すぐ亡くなってしまう。彼には27カ所もの複合傷、何度も同じ箇所を攻撃された痕跡があり、個別の傷を識別することが不可能なほどめった刺しにされていた。警官たちはこの惨状を生み出したデイビッドがさらに誰かに危害を加えないよう拘束する。
All right.
Face that wall for me.
Watch your step.
So, let me go ahead and say goodbye to you.
Which bathroom is he in?
He's right here. I got him on the floor.
Let me
Drop your phone. Strap it or put it in your pocket.
try to say goodbye.
He's got blood on him too.
Yes, sir. My foot is split open.
友人を殺害しているのにもかかわらず、冷静な様子のデイビッドは不気味だ。なぜ彼はこんなにも冷静なのか、どうして友人を殺害したのか。現場を収集した警官たちの尋問により、徐々に事件の全貌と彼の異常性が浮き彫りになる。それではここからは尋問の様子を確認していこう。
I do kind of want to find out from you what's going on.
Mother put his hands on my throat. Do you see the red mark?
The red net. Okay. Do you guys both live here together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you and
I
Chris?
just moved in Saturday.
Okay.
He thought I was going to be his prison bit.
Okay. So let's start at the beginning. Sean, what's your first name, sir? How do you spell your first name?
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Couldn't help but laugh.
I just want to make.
No, I know.
Is it SEA or is it SH?
It is.
SH?
Yes.
A to A. Okay, got it. Do you need? Can I grab your phone for you?
Sir, it didn't release.
I know. I gotta fix that. Okay, so hold on a minute.
Oh
here.
my God.
Give me a second, okay? All right. I would like to take you down to the PD to talk a little bit more where it's quieter. So I'm gonna grab your cell phone. Do you want your keys?
Please.
You want SIGs to go with you too?
Please.
Is that cool?
6 months and phone.
So all that. I tell you what.
And if you wouldn't mind, lock the door. There's my little girl behind this.
ここまでのやり取りを見るだけでも、あなたもすでにデイビッドの異質さに気づいていることだろう。しかし、彼の態度は自分に正当性があると信じている様子だ。
All right, Sean, my man, we got to get your foot checked out too.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Did I do something wrong or?
We're gonna go to the police department. So come on along.
Lily, you stay here, baby.
Yep. We'll make sure everybody's taken care of here, okay?
警官たちはさらに詳しい事情を聞き出すため、デイビッドを警察署へ連行する。
My name is Matt Duncan. I'm a detective here at the police department. I understand you probably need some stitches. I'd like to talk to you about what happened. Of course. And I'll leave that completely up to you, whether you'd like to go get your stitches, then talk to me, or whether you want to talk to me now.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that hand over there.
No.
So let's just get it over with.
But no, it's completely...
No, I have a problem with that.
Yeah, we know. Jared, well,
We
can have him step out.
デイビッドは突如、黒人警官ブリーンズ巡査に部屋から出るように求める。現場で唯一の黒人だったブリーンズ巡査へ、彼は何度も差別的な発言をしていた。
Awesome fan.
Picked it up off the base and hit it in the side of the head with it. And put the base in my neck and tried to take me out of it. And when I got up, I collected this. I knew what I did at night, gentlemen, but the mother put his hands on my throat and I defended myself. There's one gentleman by the name of Todd that, in fact, I don't know his last name, by the way.
トッド氏はデイビッドたちが住んでいたアパートの住民で事件の目撃者。
The second night I was there, Sunday night, Chris ran up on him, and I'm not going to do that type of one because I know what would happen to me, but you know what?
All due respect.
No, I mean, he ran up on me like, get the out of my face, screaming at me, get the because we had to go to the store because I wanted to get some groceries and so just bring in, you know, my share. And I called Tom and I said, would you mind watching my little girlfriend with my box? Lily. I'm worried about her, by the way.
We're taking care of her. We got an officer out there that's with Lily, so
Do not put her, please.
they're taking
She's
care of
my
her.
solution.
Okay.
No, I beg you.
Okay.
I retired last year because of the cystoma on the back. I didn't have the heart to. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
No, sir. No, sir, you don't. I lost my wife, my mother, and all three of my dogs all within 3 months of 2008. My next door neighbor walked that box over to me in one hand and said, "You need a friend." And I said, "I do." So I certified her and trained her myself.
Awesome.
And she's in that apartment, but after the stillness appeared, I didn't have the heart to make her work. So I officially retired last year. She turns 12, Valentine's Day next year.
事件とは関係のない身の上話を始めるデイビッド。その残虐性からは想像できないが、家族を大切にする心は持ち合わせているようだ。それならなぜあれほど残酷なことができたのだろうか。感情的になり始めたデイビッドは、さらに自分の過去を語り続ける。
I'm sorry.
You just let it in.
I'm worried about the little girl.
I understand.
Understand.
She don't have I lost my wife after she passed. This fucker, he was a friend of mine, actually. I just want your two perspectives. I want to see the look on your face when I'm about to tell you what was asked of me. When I told him about losing my wife, he said, "What was the worst part?" I see it in you're puzzled by it. I said, "The worst part of what? Losing my wife? You mean other than losing my wife? The worst part was the last 9 months. Just watching her wither and die when she was not able to even respond. And my best friend was the one that brought that home to me. 43 years I've known this woman. She's the one that brought it all home to me about 6 years ago. We were talking on the phone, and I said, "Love you tonight." And she called me back and said, "God damn it, I'm still talking. What are you hanging up on me about?" I said, "What?" Then I said goodnight. She said that she didn't say goodbye, and it just don't.
You should have let
Now you're getting it, aren't you? I never got to tell my wife goodbye. Because those last 8, 9 months, she was unable to respond. I didn't even realize I was doing it. But to this day, when I talk to you on the phone, I'm not going to say goodbye to you. I know what I did tonight, gentlemen, but I was attacked. And I'm not comfortable.
病気で働けず、家族も全て失い、孤独感に押しつぶされそうな時に、クリス氏と揉めて怒りが爆発したということを伝えたかったのだろう。しかしそれはデイビッドの行為を正当化する理由にはならない。
Now, how can I help you?
So tonight, like let's, go back to like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
All right. Can you just kind of walk me through everything that led up to this?
I can. About 3, 4 o'clock was about the time that he had come out. He has
Come out of his room?
yes.
Okay.
Well, he had an Xbox out in the living room as well as in the bedroom, and my PlayStation 4 had just grabbed it out. My phone went running, so I couldn't use my PlayStation, and I said, "Do you mind if I use your Xbox?" "Well, no," I said, "okay." He needs my credit card information for Xbox.
Well, yeah. So you buy your
I'm
game.
just trying to play your console, dude. I don't want to buy shit. Well, it's just $1 to get you registered. Okay. He needs all my previous addresses and all this. I'm thinking, what the f*** are you doing, dude? I just want to play your console. Is this a recurring charge? I asked. Yes, $1 every month. It was worth. I'm fine. About 3 minutes later, I got an email. You can pull it up on my phone. It's right there.
All right. Okay. If you want to show
$15.99 a month recurring. The mother.
he signed up for the trial and then
Yes, sir. So I go and knocked on his door. Hey, you got a second? I'm f***ing sleeping, he says. 5 minutes after you just walk out of the room. Okay. I do have a question. I'm sleeping. It screams at me. He said that's when I came missing with the fan and all that. Okay.
So is the fan in his room?
Yes, sir.
And he came out of the room?
The fan's still in his room. A couple of pieces. Because he used part of it to try to choke me out.
So he,
The base on it is what he pressed it against my throat. And his 300-pound fat sat on my chest.
なんとデイビッドとクリス氏はたった$16、日本円で2000円ほどをめぐって争いになっていたのだ。些細な理由に驚いた視聴者も多いと思うが、ひとまず続けてデイビッドの言い分を聞いてみよう。
so after you flipped him off, what happened next?
fair.
This morning,
I know you are.
I flip him over on his back.
Okay.
I jump up. He throws something. I don't know. It hit me in the back of the head, so I would assume either the stem and the base, the fan and the stem, or the base itself that he was trying to choke me out with, something that hit me in the back of the head. I ran to my room because he had already ripped his head. I knew what I was going for. And I went and died.
And what was that?
It's kukri.
くくりは独特の湾曲した形状の刃物だ。伐採、狩猟、調理などに利用する多目的工具としても知られているが、その起源はネパール兵が使用していた武器であり、殺傷能力は非常に高い。
You got that from your room?
Yes, sir.
And
Out of the sheath. Because I slept with it the last 3 nights. Because the first night he came in.
このデイビッドの発言がある種の自白と鋭い視聴者は気づいたかもしれない。彼がここまでことさら強調していた正当防衛には防衛行為が必要最小限度、現在進行形の危険があるという要項が存在する。今回は先にクリス氏が暴力を振るった前提があったとしても、デイビッド氏は一度部屋に戻った時点で暴力を振るわれた件で警察に電話ができたはずなのだ。しかし武器を取ってわざわざクリス氏の元へ戻り、さらには40カ所以上も刺している。何より彼は武器を3日間寝る時も肌身離さなかったと供述しており、16ドルをめぐる争いの前から武器の使用を意識していたとも取れる発言をしているのだ。
then did he come into your room or did you go back out of your room and
No, I came back out of my room and met him in the hallway as he was heading to my room. I met him halfway. Okay. That's why you saw the blood.
I saw the blood.
There's blood from the hallway all the way.
So you guys kind of met in the middle between the rooms.
And then I shoved him back in the bathroom and said, "You're gonna die. That's what you fucking me on my floor." I'm already done, Joe. From this tube in my hand, I don't give a fuck. But I'm not gonna let him put his hands on my throat and try to attack me. Not without a fight.
so you shoved him into the bathroom and you
I didn't shove him. I split his goddamn skull, and he fell in there because he was running away from me. Please, please, please. And I said, I'm not your prisoner.
自分には失うものはないから無敵だとでも言いたいのか。強気に語るデイビッド。すでに彼が主張する正当防衛は意味を持たなくなっている。
You want to keep talking prison? You want to keep talking prison? You want to try to punk me out or something? Is that your game? I'm not your prisoner.
and where did that land on his body? You remember?
First one, I recall, it would be the right hand side of his right.
Right, his right hand side.
And he was facing, he was facing away from you when you said he was recruited.
He was looking right at us.
Okay.
And it was in your right hand or your left hand? The blade.
The blade?
Yeah.
It was in my right hand.
Okay. So if I had a blade in my right hand and it hit the right side of his face,
Yes, right.
it was a cross,
Yes, sir.
kind of like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so one was here. Was there a second one?
No, there was 3 or 4.
3 or 4? Were they all the same motion to the same side of the body, or
I couldn't tell.
after that first one,
After that first one, I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you.
okay. At any time, did you feel like you had a chance to separate and get away from him?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
I mean,
What he's done, down,
or that when you
out for the count kind of thing?
or when you came out of your room and he saw you had the blade.
Oh no, he was still trying to fight.
Okay. And
He generally had been in tussles. You stop until they're done? No. I just kept swinging and swinging.
and he kept moving backwards.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, I kept going until he was done.
And you said you picked up part of the fan at some point?
I picked up the fan, yes.
Because that was still somewhere close.
It's all over the bedroom, bathroom,
Yeah, gotcha.
pieces of it everywhere. You saw it.
I saw it, yeah.
What'd you do with the blade?
You want to answer that one? You know where.
I know where it's at. It's sitting on the dining room table.
I left it.
On the dining room
He had it on the table.
Was anyone else, was Todd at the apartment when this happened?
He was. Matter of fact, I went back and knocked on his door and I said, Todd, I may or may not have just killed that motherfucker piece of shit. He started shaking, quivering. I needed some alcohol and took off. When was the last I saw Todd?
And that was before we got there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So you had moved here from Bryan, you said?
Yes, sir.
From Bryan's in Arkansas?
Bryan, Arkansas, yes, sir.
And I guess, do you have family in Ames or?
I have no family. My wife and my mother was the last of my family. I'm all alone in this world. And I'm dying too, so I don't give a f***. I really don't.
Because he said you have a tumor?
Yes,
Is that what he said?
In your head?
Sorry to hear that.
The entire, matter of fact, these are the doctor's words, not mine. It's the largest they've ever seen. They don't know how I'm walking around. But it's the same thing they said when they said I'd never use that arm again, too. That's the one I used to take that mother head apart tonight.
Do you feel you went overboard tonight?
No, sir. I didn't go overboard. I did what I had to do to get that big fat off of me. He outweighs me by 120 pounds. I did what I had to do. I'm not sorry for what I've done. I did what I had to do. I hope you gentlemen understand.
結局デイビッドは最後まで後悔する様子もなく犯行の手口を語り続けた。被害者のクリス氏の母親ナンシー・クロッカー氏は代理人を通じてこう答えている。$16、それが私の息子の命を奪い彼の人生を永遠に変えてしまった。たった$16という惨めな金額です。デイビッドはクリス氏と争った際にできたあざを強調して裁判でも正当防衛を主張した。だが裁判所は彼に対し第一級殺人罪で有罪判決を下し仮釈放なしの終身刑を言い渡した。ゲーム課金が発端となり友人をめった刺しにした今回の事件。しかしそれは最後の引き金でしかなく悲劇が重なり孤独になった男の絶望が裏にはあった。ゲームにおける無敵状態は一定時間を経ると解除される。しかし現実世界のデイビッドは無敵の人になったまま破滅のバッドエンドへと突き進んだ。彼の最終ステージは鉄格子の中だ。このステージはクリアもやり直しも一生できない。